Hey guys, how's it going? In this video we're going to be doing this Microsoft Word 4 assignment. We're going to be doing this in Google Docs. This is the video for Google Docs. You will be creating a professional menu for a fancy new restaurant that you are opening that features all of your favorite foods. How does that sound? Sounds pretty good, right? Guys, these instructions right here are written for Microsoft Word. We are going to change them up a little bit, so pay close attention to this video. I'll show you how to do the assignment. We're going to skip some of these that are only related specifically to Microsoft Word. Other than that, the assignment is going to look pretty close. Okay, guys, let's go over to our this is actually what it looks like in Microsoft Word, but we are going to do it a little bit differently. Let's see. This is what it's going to look like in in Google Docs. Okay, we're going to do it a little differently. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go to your digital literacy folder. Go ahead and click on New and go to New Google Doc. Okay, the first thing we want to do is let's bring these over to to 1/2-inch margins, and let's bring that up to 0.5, and let's bring this down to 10. There we go. Okay. Now we have our area that we're going to work with here. Let's go ahead and name it. Let's name this Word 4 with your first name and last name. All right, guys, let's change the color. Let's go to File, and I believe it's under Page Setup. Yes, it's under Page Setup. And let's go ahead and change the color. I'm going to give it I'm going to go with a light gray color here. Okay. Next thing we want to do, let's go to Insert and let's go to Table. And let's do 3 columns and 13 rows. 3 columns and 13 rows. Okay, so it'll look like this. For now, it looks like this. I'm going to highlight across. Okay, I'm going to highlight across this row right here. And I'm going to pause the video for a second. I don't remember where it is located at. Hold on just a sec. All right, guys, here's what we need to do first. Okay, I'm going to click and highlight the first row. So I'm going to click on this one and highlight across like that. And I'm going to go to Format. I'm going to go to Table. And I'm going to go to Merge Cells. So it's going to take 3 columns and turn it into 1. Okay. The next thing we want to do, we want to click on Center Align. Center Alignment, and I'm going to type in the name of my restaurant. Now you guys can come up with your own name, your restaurant, and I want you guys to give it a good font. I like that font. You can choose any font you want. Give it a bigger size. This is going to be a title. Okay. And the next thing we want to do is we want to merge the next row. Merge and center the next row like this. I'm going to go to Format, and I'm going to down to Table and Merge Cells. Okay. I'm going to type in Appetizers. Okay, I'm going to center that. I'm going to change the font on that one and the size. Guys, go ahead and pause the video right here and do these steps right here. Okay. All right, guys. If you're back, I'm back. Go ahead And let's see what we had here. We have our images in right here. So I have chicken wings, mozzarella sticks, and egg rolls. So appetizers, if you don't know what those are what you get before your meal. Entrees are your main meal. Desserts are your, you know what desserts are. Don't need to explain it to you. It's been a long day. All right. So right here we want to add in our images. Okay. The next row down, let's type in the names. We're going to type in the names of our things. Let's see. Chicken wings. And hit tab to go over to the next column. Do breadsticks. And I'm going to do onion rings. Okay. The next one down, you're going to name you're going to add your prices in here. Just like that. We'll format it later. We'll make the font look nice, and we'll format it later. So this one, we're going to go to Insert, go to Image, and go to Search the Web. I got to move my face over right there. Search for images. I'm going to type in chicken wings. Okay. I'm going to grab an image. And make sure that you have clicked inside of the box, because that's where the image is going to show up. Okay. Sometimes this doesn't. No, there it is. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out. If it doesn't, just find another one. I'm going to insert an image. Do the same thing. This is going to be breadsticks. And the goal of this is to get the images to be the same size, because we want even columns, and we want the rows to be the same height as well. So let's go ahead and click on that one right there and insert that one. Okay. So far, so awesome. So far, so good. Google Docs is keeping the images consistent, okay, which is great. Last thing I'm going to do on this section, I'm going to type in onion rings and find that one right there. And hopefully it loads. There we go. Okay. Now guys, all of my pictures are the same width, the same height. I think Google Docs did that automatically, but if not, you can always resize it if you want. I'm going to undo that. Okay. You can always resize it if you want. You can do image size and rotation, make adjustments, or go to more options. Okay, guys, go ahead and pause right there. Pause right here, complete this first section, and then I'm going to show you the next section. All right, guys, the next section is going to be pretty much the same thing, except we're going to do it with the entrees, and then we'll do it with the dessert. So we're going to follow the same format. Okay, this line, I'm going to highlight across it. I'm going to go to Format, I'm going to go to Table, I'm going to merge cells. Now I want to keep this the same type of font, same size and everything. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste it down here. And then I'm just going to change it to entrees. Okay. While we're doing this, I'm going to go down to this section. I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to be the desserts. So I'm going to do the same thing and just type in desserts. Sometimes I like to show you some shortcuts, and that's probably a good shortcut to do. So 3 entrees. I did street tacos, pizza, and Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I'm going to do lasagna, and I'm going to do lasagna. I love pizza, so I'll do pizza, and I'm going to do, yeah, I'll do tacos. I'll do tacos, and then do prices right here. So my lasagna, my pizza, and my tacos. Okay. I'll do street tacos. Okay. All right. And remember, the boxes right underneath the section titles is going to be our images. I'm going to add those in later. So right now, I'm just adding in the names and the prices. I'll do a milkshake and then I'll do, let's see, I'll do apple pie right here. Okay, and I'm gonna do my prices right here. And don't worry about the fonts, we can change those. Let's change those all later at the end. So I'll do, that's for a slice, so I'm going to specify that. There we go. Okay, guys, pause the video right here, do this part, and then guys, the next step is just to add in, you need to add in 6 more images. So add in 3 images for whatever entrees you chose, 3 images for whatever desserts you chose. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same, so I'm going to pause it, I'll do the same, and then I'll show you the rest of it. Okay. Alright guys, check it out. I've added in the rest of my images. So this is looking pretty good right now, but you guys might encounter this problem. Depending on the size of your images, it might send some stuff, it might put some stuff on the second page. Guys, it's not a bad thing to use more than 1 pages. The assignment should fit all on 1 page. So what I need to do is just adjust the size of my images a little bit. Okay. Another thing you could do is you could take your margins and bring your margins up a little bit. Okay. That did a pretty good job. Let's see here. All right. Let's go to File. Let's go to File. Come down here to Page Setup, and I'm going to do 0.25 for the top and the bottom margins, and that worked. So I don't really have to, I mean, there's a blank page down here, but everything seemed to fit on the first page. But guys, if you'll notice on my entrees, the images are just a little different sizes. Here in the desserts and the appetizers, they look to be about the same size. But what I want to do, I just want to bring this up about where these, you can just eyeball it if you want to. Just resize these so that it looks a little better. I think it looks better having them like that. Okay, so guys, once you are at this step, this is good. Let's see what else we did right here. So I took off some borders. The lines on the table, all of these little lines on the table are called borders. Okay, so we can just take them off. Let's see here. I'm going to try to highlight everything. Just highlight everything inside of the table. And let's try to go to that one right there. Nope. Okay. Let's go to... All right, guys, I'm going to pause the video right here, and then I'll show you a couple more things. Okay, just hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, guys. The next step is just to do a little bit of formatting here. What I mean by formatting is formatting is how something looks. Okay, how something looks. Now, whether these are left aligned or whether we want to make them centered, or whether we wanted to put them on the right, we could do something like that. I would suggest keeping it the same for all three sections, meaning if you did a right alignment like this, I think it looks pretty cool. Do the same thing with each section so it looks the same. Okay. All right, and also let's do, I'm going to change the font, make it a good font that's easy to read. Okay, so I did this font, and then pay attention when you go to each different section. Okay, pay attention to what you did for the font type and the font size. Okay, so I did that and I just increased it a little bit. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Now the last step is the borders. Okay, one thing, let's see, one thing that we could do, we could highlight everything. Okay, I'm going to highlight everything, and I'm going to change the border width to 0. That will take off the border. Okay, that looks pretty good, but I know that on these sections right here, I want to add a border, so I'm going to add a bottom border, and I'm going to give it a dotted line, and I'm going to make that a little thicker like that. Okay. And actually, instead of, sorry about this, instead of the bottom border, I got to highlight it again. Instead of the bottom border, I'm going to go with the top border. Nope. Hold on a sec. I got to fix the bottom border. Okay, I'm going to take the bottom border back to 0. Okay. Now I can do the top border, and that is the one where I'm going to do maybe a thick dotted line. I like that. That looks great. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to do I'm going to highlight it, select the top one. I'm going to do the thick border and the dotted line. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Although I don't know what's going on right here. All right, and then lastly, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a top border, and I'm going to do a 3, and I'm going to do that one. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I like that. Okay. That's it. That's the assignment. If you get to this step, you've got images, you've got the text, the names of the dishes, and you've got the you've got the prices, and you've got 3 different sections here. Okay, this looks good. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see everything. Okay, I know it might be a little hard to see at that distance, but I think that looks pretty good. Microsoft Word not Microsoft Word, Google Docs automatically saves your file, so you can just come over here and get it turned in. So submit assignment. Okay, go to your Google Drive, find it in your Google Drive. It should be named something similar to Word 4. All right. And then, guys, that's it. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.